Hey, how's it going, guys? All right, so for this video, we're gonna have to take a little pause for a second and work on some updates. Now, the updates I'm referring to is for React Router DOM, and in case any of you weren't aware, is that version 6 is out for React Router DOM, and with that version, there's a lot of changes. So if you make an update on your npm packages, and I'll show you here for me going to the clients package JSON, you'll see here React Router DOM is on version 6. So the moment you update, you're likely to encounter errors, okay? And that's because, well, there's a lot of features, a lot of changes that were made with that upgrade, okay? And that's not a problem. That's a good thing, right? I think we need to be forward moving and be up to date with these new updates in technology. And so React Router DOM is one of those that had big changes. So, why not make those changes now, learn, and, it's a good thing. Okay. So essentially, we're just going to work on making those changes to the React Router DOM 6 version. Okay. So again, if you do your npm package updates on not only the client side, but also collapse this client side folder, we have a package JSON here on the server side. Okay, so it's good to update your packages and make sure you're up to date on those versions. But again, yeah, so make your updates there, and in case you want more information on how to do npm updates, how you can get more information here on the docs for updating packages downloaded from the registry. Here will give you information on how to do it. And here you also have a command that's called npm outdated, which will give you a list of your current version of a package and what it's recommending you to update it to. So that way you can get a list, get a list of those before you actually run the npm update. Okay, but this command is what I did, and that ended up updating my React Router DOM package. And okay, but this is your command for updating those packages. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and make these fixes. All right, so we're gonna start by here's our first error. It's in the admin route, and it's referring to a redirect. All right, so admin route, let's go to admin route, inside components, admin route. All right, so one of the changes with React Router DOM is they don't make use of redirect anymore. Instead, they use navigate. All right, so anywhere where you have that redirect, replace it with that navigate. And we can go ahead, and I'm gonna remove this here. Delete. Oh, actually, redo that. I'm gonna have to copy this portion here because I'm gonna need it shortly. I'm gonna copy that to my clipboard, and then now I can delete everything. And so what I'm gonna say is I'm gonna have that condition. I'm gonna say if the user is authenticated and their role is 1, meaning that they're an admin, then we're going to display something called outlet. And this was another change. Now outlet is essentially, here, let me add that here before I forget. Outlet, you can think of it, and we don't need this route. Outlet is like a placeholder. All right, so look at it as like a sort of placeholder. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're going to go here. So if the user is authenticated and they're an admin, then we're going to display this placeholder, which is outlet. Otherwise, we're going to navigate them or send them to the sign-in page. Okay, we'll go ahead and save that. Oh, another thing is this stuff here. we can delete all this just like that. All right, save that. And if we go here, you can see we no longer have that admin, the error coming from the admin route. Instead, now we get it in a user route. And this is also referring to a redirect issue, so it's likely to be the same thing. So let's go ahead and open our user route this time. And we'll essentially do the same thing. So here we'll replace redirect with navigate. And we're gonna bring in outlook, or outlet, I should say. Remove our route. Don't need this. And we're gonna copy this condition here. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna copy this whole thing here. Okay, now we can delete everything here, and I'm gonna paste that code there. Okay, so now this is saying that if the user is authenticated and the row is 0, meaning 0 being that they're logged in user, that they're validated as a regular user, then here we're going to have that placeholder component, which is outlet. Otherwise, redirect them to the sign-in page, or not redirect. Look, even me myself, I'm so used to using redirect that I have to get used to the same navigate instead. All right, navigate to sign in. All right, if we go back, all right, we get a different error message. Now we're going to go to the app.js, and it's referring to an issue with the switch. So open up our app, and switch is another thing that's no longer available as per version 6. Instead, they use routes. So switch was replaced with routes now. So if we go here, we're gonna swap this with routes. All right. And another change that was made is that component is no longer used. Instead, they make use of something called element. And instead of saying like home, you would place inside these braces the actual JSX component, just like this. All right, so display the component as a JSX expression within the braces now. All right, so those were other changes as well. So we'll go ahead and do that to everything on this page. So I'm gonna do Command D on a Mac, and then replace that with element. All right, and then we'll go ahead and turn these into the component version, the component. Okay. All right, almost done. All right, there's that. All right, and also we can't, you see we have a user route and an admin route. These are all protected routes that we made them, right? Now we have to actually wrap these inside routes as well. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna make a comment here. Oops. And call this for protected. Let's say protected user routes here, and then everything that's considered a user route. So it looks like we only have one. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy this here and delete it, and then paste it inside this route. just like so. And then for the element, we're gonna have to put an element tag here and then point it to this user route here. So we're gonna do user route, just like that. And we're gonna just turn this into just route. All right, so remember what I was saying, that for both the admin route and the user route is that this outlet behaves as a placeholder. So in this case, when we say that return, if the user is authenticated and the row is 0, then we're going to display this outlet, which is a placeholder. This placeholder is referring to everything that is contained within here. All right, so this essentially is the thing the placeholder is being used for. All right, this is the placeholder, what is being replaced. Okay, so any routes that you have that are considered protected user routes, you would place it inside this container here. All right, and the same thing for the admin route, it's no different. So here we're going to let's see here. Okay, so create another. I'm gonna grab this comment here, paste this below. I'm gonna say protected admin routes. I'm gonna go ahead and create our route container, and then this will be, the element will be for this admin route here. So I'm gonna say for admin route. And then so everything that we want contained inside here is going to be for our admin routes. So let's see, we have 2 admin routes. So we're going to go ahead and copy that to our clipboard, delete it from here, and paste it within here. Indent that and remove the admin route and just make it say just route. And so now these 2 routes are contained within this route here, which is for all the admin routes. Okay. All right, and yeah, and there you go. So that takes care of that. So those were some of the changes. Those were some other changes that were made as far as version 6 is. So going back to our errors. All right, so next error, let's go to the sign up page, and it's referring to an error for use history. All right, open up use. That was a sign in or sign up? Yeah, sign up page. All right, so sign up page. All right, so use history. All right, that is no longer made use of in React Router DOM. Instead, it makes use of use navigate. Okay, so we'll just change this to use navigate. All right, now anywhere you find history push, just swap that with navigate. So I'm going to do a Command D on my Mac and just change that to navigate. All right, and that should be it. Yes, that is it. All right, go ahead and save that. And if we go back, now we have an error in our sign-in component this time, and it's referencing use history. So where it looks like it's the same type of error but in our sign-in page. So we'll go ahead and open that up. All right, you see it's pulling use history here. We can go ahead and swap that for use navigate. This Let's use navigate. All right, and so again, we're going to swap everything that says history push to navigate. So I'm going to do Command D on my Mac, grab everything that is history push. All right, and swap those with navigate. Oh, all right. And also for this use effect, we're going to swap that right there with navigate as well. Go ahead and save that. Let's see. All right, so now we have a new error, and this one now is for header in the header.js, and it's referencing the with router, which I know that is no longer available. So let's go there. So header. All right, so React Router DOM, we're making use of with router. That's no longer needed or not available. And that we're making use of at the bottom, right over here. So remove that. Save it. Let's go back. All right, and now unexpected use of history in the sign up. What? In the sign up. Line 20. In the sign up page. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I forgot to remove that here. All right, so swap the history in the sign up page. Swipe this for navigate. Go ahead and save that. Let's go back. All right, there you go. Oh, good. Good. Now we're actually being displayed some stuff, but we still have some errors here. So now we got an error that's we see in the console here. So it's saying React DOM render is no longer supported in React 18. Use create root instead. All right. So let's see here, and that is, let's see, that's showing us an index, the index page. Let's go open up our index. Okay, all right, so here when we're importing React Router DOM, we're gonna have to add a /client, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a variable here. We're gonna call it const root equal to React DOM dot root, and then within this root we're gonna pass along this here. Go ahead and paste it. There you go. So we can go ahead and remove that there. And then we're gonna need, yeah, and then let's go here. And now we can do root dot render, and then render this here. So we can go ahead and paste that right in here. Okay, and we can now delete this here. Go ahead and save that. Go back. Okay, let's see, root render, React DOM. Let's go here. Let's go to the documentation and see. All right, React DOM, create root. Oh, did I say create root? Oh no, I didn't say create root. I just said root. Okay, so this is create root. There we go. All right, go ahead and save that. Go back. There we go. Awesome. Nice. Awesome. All right, so it looks like everything is working now. All right. Let me make sure everything's working here though. All right, so here, let me collapse this here. All right, so this is the home page. We're in the home. Let's click on shopping. Let's Click burgers. Okay, the filter's working. Let's add pizza. Yes. All right, cool. Let's view product. All right. So now we get an error here. All right, so it's saying properties undefined here inside product. All right, so I know that in React, the version 6, match and history is no longer available here. So let's go ahead and open up our product page. All right, so here you see where destructuring match and history. All right, so let's see here what we're going to do here. So for match, we're going to replace that with, let's see here, we're going to have to go import. It's called use params. So we got to use params from React router DOM. All right. So instead of match, we use params. So remove this match params and replace that with use params, just like this, and then we can destructure the product ID. All right, so that's the first change, and then the next one is history. We can't use history, so we have to make use of useHistory. So here in the React router DOM, destructure that, say useHistory. Oh, or navigate, use navigate, I'm sorry. It's not use history, it's use navigate, remember? Yep, use navigate. All right, so, yep, all right. So here we're gonna go ahead and say navigate. Use navigate, just like so. Okay, and then let's go ahead and locate where we're making use of history. So I'll go, I'll say, okay, so let's see. Here's the first one, history. Okay, so we can go ahead and delete this history, go back, and actually let me redo that. All right. So here, the purpose of this one was it was supposed to act as to go back to the previous page. So instead of doing this history go back, now we have to do something, do navigate. And then within navigate, if we want it to behave as going back, we would put a -1. Okay? That is the way we do. So we're not providing a path like the other ones that we did previously. Instead, here, if we want this navigate to behave as a going back type of button behavior, then we provide -1. Okay, and I believe if you're trying to move forward, it's just 1. Yeah, you just add a 1 if you're trying to move forward. But if you're going back, it's -1. Okay, so if we save that, let's go back. All right, and there you go. Let's go back. All right, so if we do view product for pasta parmesan, there you go. And we say go back, it takes us back. Turkey burger, view product, okay, go back, takes us back. All right, so that was another change. All right, so let's go ahead and continue to see. Let's add to cart for the pasta parmesan. We see now we have 2 items. Go to cart, and we have our pasta parmesan. Let's go ahead, update this or increase the quantity to 2, and we see the total increases, so that's working. Bring it down back. All right, back down to 21. Yeah, to 21. Yep, good. And then if we want to delete this, actually let's check this link here, make sure that works. Okay, good. If we want to go back, look at that, it takes us back to the cart. If we want to delete, test the button, yes. All right, so now we only have turkey burger, and that's that. All right, so the cart is working, shop page working, home page is working. All right, let's make sure view product on this page works. Yes, go back. There we go. Let's click on view product here and click add to cart for lasagna. All right, now we got 2 items. Let's go to the cart, and we see we got our lasagna here. Let's delete that, and there you go. Now we only have one item. Okay, so now let's go to proceed to checkout, and now we get an error. All right, so now we get our error in the cart component here, which is using the history push. So let's go and grab our cart. Okay, so here, making use of history. Let's go ahead and in the React Router DOM, bring out use navigate instead. You can say here navigate, actually do let navigate, use navigate. All right, and swap this history go back to just navigate, and it's supposed to go back, so we're gonna give it a -1. All right, so there's that. And where's the history push? All right, so we're gonna locate all the history push. I'm gonna do a Command D to find all those history push. And it looks like it's only these two, and just swap those with navigate. Go ahead and save that, and let's go back and see. All right, there we go. So again, if we try again and click proceed to checkout, all right, it redirects us to the sign-in page because we're not logged in. So we're gonna go ahead and sign it as John Doe, which is a regular user, and he should be validated. And I'm expecting to be redirected to shipping, because also you see here in the query, this query string here for redirect to shipping, and we click sign in. Okay, we got an error here for the sign-in page. All right, sign-in page, here. All right, so let's see what we get here. Let's see. Sign in. User dashboard. Oh, okay. Yep. All right, I see the problem. Let's see here. Okay, yep. All right, so on the sign-in page, this error is it's coming from the sign-in page. You can see here. And looking here, the sign-in page, we're making use of this thing called location, but this is another thing that's no longer made available in version 6. Instead of location here, we had to go to, let's see, destructure, something called use location over here. Okay, and what was it here? Let me go back. Let me go down. What's it called? It's called location. Okay, so we're going to below navigate. We can do location here, and say use location. Okay, and then now we can go ahead and remove this location from here, and that should work. So now this location now is being used here for the handles, within the handle submit, right over here. Okay, so saving that, let's go ahead and back, let's refresh our page. All right, let's log out. All right, what do we get here? All right, so now we get an error here. So it's showing us now we get an error in the header, and looks like I still have a history push. I'm making use of history push there. All right, so that's in the handle logout. All right, on line 11 of header. So let's go open up our header. All right, here we go. All right, so again, for this thing, React, we're gonna have to bring in navigate. So use navigate. Use navigate there. Instead of history push, we're gonna replace that with navigate. And so now we can go ahead and remove this history from here. Go ahead and save that. and go back. And there we go. All right, nice. All right, so let's try this again. All right, so if we go to the cart page and we say proceed to checkout, we're redirected to the sign-in page. And then we're gonna log in as John Doe with the correct password, and show this. The moment we click sign in, we should be redirected to the shipping page. So let's click sign in, and there you go. We're redirected to the shipping page. All right, there we go. Cool. And then we're logged in, so we can go to dashboard. All right, so let's log out and let's sign in as Jane Doe. Let's see if the admin dashboard is working as well. So we'll log in as Jane Doe. All right. And then here we're in the admin dashboard now. Let's see if we want to add category. Okay. Add food. All right. Good. Let's say we want to edit. All right. So now we got an error here. All right, so this error is in the admin edit product, and we're making use of match params. And again, that's okay. Looks like I clicked this and it automatically redirected me there. All right, so to admin edit product component. All right, so this is it. And here we know already we can't make use of match or history. So let's go ahead. The match is instead of match we use what was it? Use params. That's what it was. Okay, so React Router DOM, we're gonna pull in use params, and for history we need use nav or use navigate. Use navigate. All right, so we can go ahead and remove these two, and match params and product ID. We can just say, yeah, we're gonna delete this here and say use params. And then we're gonna destructure the product ID from there. Okay, and then now we have to make use of navigate. So so navigate, so use navigate. Okay, and then let's locate where the history is being made used. Let's see. Okay, so here's a history push. Let's go ahead, and it looks like that's the only place. So I'm going to swap that with navigate. I'm going to go ahead and save that. Go back. And there you go. Awesome. Let's go back. All right, so if we want to edit, say, this turkey burger, there you go. We're redirected here. Awesome. Cool. All right, so everything is working now. Here, I'm gonna log out here. All right, guys, so we made our changes. So now we're compatible, or now we have our previous version of the application updated to the version 6 of React Router DOM. Okay, so I will see you in the next video.